Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are in the final tutorial video for people who are in Geometry Goal 1 of the software. At our last video, had talked about transformations, and now to round ourselves off, we're going to talk about reflections because there's a couple of ways you can do it in the asix software. So first things first, reflecting a point across the axis. Again, we're starting as basic as we humanly possible, and then we're going to get a little bit more complicated and a little bit more nuanced as we go. So take this and reflect across the x-axis. Well, there's the x-axis. If it's 8 above, then I go 8 below. And there's going to be my point, my A prime. We talked about prime in the last video. Here we're reflecting across the x-axis again. So it is 6 down, which means we're going to go 6 up, and that's going to be my A prime. Well, what if we have a different one and it says over the y-axis? Then this is 3 over, which means we would go 3 up, and this would be A. We'll call this double prime, just to get you guys comfortable with how this works. All right, now that's how we do it on a grid. Let's see here. Oop, not so fast, computer. So let's see here, we're reflecting over the y-axis. So here is our line of reflection, which means our new point is going to be here. Let's see here. There's my shape. The computer, again, it will make the shape for you. I just have to do it the long way because I'm doing a screen grab. The original point is at 2, -4, and now that we flipped it, it's -2, -4. I didn't even need to visually drop my eyes to the coordinate plane. I knew it automatically. Here, what are we doing? We are reflecting across the y-axis again. All right, so this is going to be 2 over, and then 6, and then 2, 6. All right, there's our shape. So what's the original point? -2, -4. Oh, really? Huh, that's cute. It's the same thing. And then this will be 2 positive, -4. All right? And now let's assume they don't actually give you the coordinate. I find for beginners, when they start looking at this, if they have a little bit of trouble, make a little baby coordinate plane on your paper. Plot your point. It doesn't have to be perfect. So the first one is 6, -9. And now flip it across the x-axis. It will be -6, -9. And then flip across the x-axis this way. So it will be 6, 9. And just doing it that way visually tends to make it easier for students. Now, if we have a new problem, it's -6, -4. Flip across the y-axis. It will be 6, -4. All right. And then what if we take it and flip it over the x-axis? It will be -6, 4. So visually setting it up that way made it a lot easier. Next up, again, up here, they made the shape rotate for you. Over here, let's see here. Now we have to draw a line of reflection over the x-axis. So here is my line of reflection. So for beginners, if you're having trouble with this, if it's 1 away above, then it will be 1 away down. This is 2 away, so I switch it to 2 away. This is 6, so it changes to 6. And you can already start to see the shape. This is 8, so trace my way down to 8. And there's my shape. Not so bad. This one, what are we reflecting over? It's over the y-axis, so this is 1 away. This is 7 away. And then this is 5 away. 5 away. And there's my shape. There you go. All right. Next up, what if it's not an actual axis? So again, since this blue line is my line of reflection, this is what I'm measuring by. So I'm not measuring on an axis, I'm measuring on an actual line. 1 away, 1 away. 1, 2, 3 away, 1, 2, 3 away. And there is my shape. Over here, here's my line, so it's 1 away, 1 away. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. This is 5 away, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There we go. Mr. Dubois can count. Good job. Next up, now again, where you're making your little baby x-axis or coordinate plane makes it easy. So we're starting at -3, -5. We go down 2 units, so that's going to be -3, -7. And then we're going to take it and flip it over the x-axis. So this will be -3, 7. Okay, what if we had a different one? So we're going to erase all of this work and put in a new point. We have 5, 3. So there's our 5, 3. Translate down 2 units, so that's 5, 1. And then, nope, I did it wrong. See that? Ms. Dubois didn't do it in order. Silly Ms. Dubois. Reflect it over the x-axis, so this is 5, -3. And then we go down 1, 2 units, so this will be 5, -5. So having this, I cannot stress enough, drawing or at least sketching out a coordinate plane becomes very handy in the near future. But that concludes everything. Geometry goal 1 is done. If you've done every topic in these videos, you have just 100% of the goal. It's amazing. So, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. See you in the next one where we start to cover geometry goal 2.